welcome back to my page. If you are 60s and up, then you know that trends are fun for a while. They were more fun when we were younger. And then sometimes they just don't work out quite the same for us. And so I thought there is one trend that I can kind of get on board with. I thought I may show you. I am on my way. That didn't work out. Ah, there we go. I am on my way out the door really quickly today. So I thought I would jump on this trend of really it is all about cheeks, which is not so bad for us, and less about eyes, which again, not so bad for us, but using the same cheek color of the pink in the eye area. But we do need to just adapt it a little bit and not go quite so heavy on the pink frenzy. And so I wanted to show you what I plan on doing. Hopefully it works out. Fingers crossed. And so what I just did is, because I am on my way out the door really quickly today, so which is why I wanted to try this trend, because it's an easy peasy lemon squeezy look, hopefully, but I just put on my hydro eye gel patches to catch any fallout. Now, typically I would wear these if I really needed a boost of hydration in my under eye, which is always, let's face it. And also if I needed just to take away any puffiness. But today I actually went ahead and put my concealer and my foundation on after my skincare. And so I definitely want to put these on to catch any fallout so I have less cleanup. And that is one thing. You know, they say with gray hair comes wisdom. And I'm going to tell you, I have learned the knack of multitasking. So maybe that's a little wisdom. So I am going to go ahead. I want to add, because I'm just going to work with pinks, I am going to work with my cheek colors, and I'm going to use this one, which is Rogue Pink, and use it because it's pretty pink, but it's not so ballerina pink. It's kind of a nice neutral pink. So I am going to go ahead and put my shimmer stick on in the pink color. And I'm going to use my cream brush instead of what? You know what? I might just swipe it on. I'm going to swipe it on, I guess. Change my mind. And then I'm going to use my cream brush. You can use your finger, but I plan on using my finger for other things, and I'm not near my sink to wash it. So I'm going to take my cream brush. That would be my concealer brush, or for these shimmer sticks, it's perfect. And I'm just going to blend it. Now I'm blending it up into the crease, just kind of way up in there, just to give it a nice base, because it has a little primer in it. And I could stop right there. That's pretty pink. It looks pretty good. But I'm going to continue on, and we're going to see what this trend does. I will tell you that if you are in your 60s and up, then I hope you have not bought into the lie that you cannot use a shimmer or a quote frost on your eyes anymore, that needed to stop a while back. Well, I'm going to tell you what I have learned through the years. One, if you do use your concealer brush, it kind of blends it out, and it's not so shimmery. So shimmer is a good thing. Like, glitter is not. It is not our friend. But shimmer actually is our friend, because the way that I'm going to just keep on going, and I'm going to talk to you. The way that it works on our eyes, if you have a little bit of lines or anything that you would like to visibly hide, then it works the same as bringing some light fusion into that. And so think of it like a lake. If you looked out at a lake and it was perfectly still, or the ocean, and it was perfectly still, nothing was moving whatsoever, you could pick out everything on that lake that was floating down that lake, right? Every stick, every piece of debris. But if you add a little wave to it, if you add a little wave movement to that lake, and the sunlight hits that movement, then all of a sudden you got to search for the anything that is floating on that lake. So I'm going to put that that Rogue Rose or Rogue Blush, Rogue Pink, something, Rogue Pink in my eye area right here. And I'm just kind of patting it on. And then I'm going to take more of a blending brush and just blend it over. So I am going into my crease. I didn't go all the way over because our eyelids tend to change a little bit. And I am bringing it up and I'm putting it right on there. More like an accent color, but it's my cheek color. Guys, that's pretty. That is pretty. So I'm going to do it to the other eye. But anyway, back to the lake and the shimmer. So when you add shimmer, just a little bit, you always want to pair it with a matte. But when you add a little bit of shimmer, it is actually going to cause some of those lines to disappear, because when you're out and about and those lights catch it, it's going to add movement and you're not going to visibly see those quite so much. Gosh, I really like it. What about you? Now I'm going to go ahead, because my lashes are pretty much like non-existent. They're there, you just don't see them because I have really fine light hair, and even naturally. But I am going to go ahead, I'm going to use a Steely, and I'm just going to put it right on my lash line. I don't want much of a line because I really like this trend of just simple out the door fast. But I just see that does make a difference. So I just want to be able to, sorry if I'm getting too close to the camera. I just want to be able to see my lash line a little bit more. So I'm just kind of going in and really dotting it on there, following right on top of that lash line, not over it, not under it in the waterline. And now I'm going to go ahead and put my, drop my mascara. But good thing I wear two coats. So I'm going to put on my first mascara. And the reason I wear two coats, same mascara, it's both Great Heights with Mary Kay. But the reason I wear two coats is because I do wear contacts, and because I do get a little bit more like weepy eyes, especially in the spring, and we're coming on spring. So I put on our regular Great Heights, which is just a nice formula. And then I will put on, in a minute, when I go out of camera view, I'm going to put on a coat of waterproof, because the reason I don't just put waterproof on straight on is because it's harsh on our lashes, and we need all the help we can get at this decade. And so it's just going to kind of hydrate them, but this is going to grab the lashes, and then the waterproof is going to seal it on, so it's not going to flake, or if I get a little weepy with the wind, then it's going to keep it in place. So the next step is literally just putting on our cheek color. Now here is where I want to talk to you about. So with the trend, everybody is really putting their pink up here, lots of pink, lots of cheek color. That's the trend. More cheeks than eyes, which I can get on board with. That's fine. And let me pull these off, because otherwise I would be putting my cheek color right on those. And I'm just going to dab in that hydration serum that's in there still. So with that said, I'm going to take my cheek color and use my brush, but I'm going to focus more back here, kind of high and tight, which is what we want. So we don't want it all up in here, which is the trend right now. We want to keep it just kind of where the color of our eye starts, back here. And we want to make sure we stay right on our cheekbone. Which, if you have trouble knowing where does it start, where does it end, what do I do? If this little middle lobe of our ear, if it goes straight out here, that's kind of where we want, because this is our jawbone, this is our cheekbone, it attaches back here. And so if we just put it right back here, up where it's supposed to be for us, we're going to get a lift. But here's one thing. We don't need half of our cheek colored, girls. We need to stop with the lowering of the cheek color. Keep it high. Keep it in here because we want, or out here, I guess I should say, because we want to lift. See what that does? How that lifts us? That's a good thing. And then if you want to take a little bit of a highlighter, you can down the tip of your nose, out here, just kind of where the sun would kiss, and call it a day. Now the real trend is to continue with that pink look. I'm really liking this. And now look how fast it was. It is so easy peasy. And the trend is also a smudged lip. I don't know if I can get on board with this, but we're going to give it a shot. So I like a good lip. I do definitely use a waterproof liner. It's on there already in a rose color. And this is trademark pink. It is because I'm a cool. Trademark pink is kind of a blue pink, and it's the best pink for me. I don't want it to go outside my lip line at all because I do not want it to bleed up. And as our lips disappear, I will say, don't overline your lips. It's probably another talk we need to have. But right now, this is easy, right? One color, two colors, if you count the shimmer stick, and my cheek color, because cheek colors can go on the eyes. Probably shouldn't put eye colors on the cheeks though. All right, that's what I have for you today. I'm gonna be out the door. I wish my hair would come back. Wish that was maybe thin and fine hair will be a trend. I doubt it. All right, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. This is good. I'm liking it. Let me know if you like it too. I'll talk to you later. Bye.